All right, Adam, welcome to MUFC Indie YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you find us on. Not the result we wanted. 2-1 United. Thinking about Fergie time, thinking we're gonna get that goal, and then Maguire gets us one, and then he is a big part of why we concede the second. First initial thoughts after that game.
Obviously, first and foremost, it's really fucking disappointing. Going into a game, no disrespect to Fulham, we should be turning them over fucking easy. Look at the last few results. Obviously, Højlund out today, which isn't a good start, but there's enough talent in the squad to overcome Fulham. The way we played up until when we scored was really flat, and it's just disappointing again. How many games have we seen this season where we just go through the motions, we go behind, it gets to the end, last 10 minutes or whatever it is, we get a goal, and then all of a sudden it's like, we actually want to win this game. And then to go on to get the goal, right at wherever it was, 9 minutes when Maguire scored, and then 9 minutes of added time, as a United fan at Old Trafford, you're like, right, this is fucking...
This is it.
We're going to get this goal.
Doesn't get better than that.
Basically, you're waiting, right, we're going to do this. And then for fucking Fulham to get the goal in added time at Old Trafford, I don't know what went wrong or what happened, but it's bad. Like, I hate talking bad about United because, we all love them. It's our club. But we've let Fulham come to Old Trafford today and fucking beat us. And it's not on.
It's just, I think this season has been full of false dawns and false promises, and the last 5 games I think we've won in a row. And then you get to home. You come home to Old Trafford, the theater of dreams, and you expect to win, man. Every single game you come to Old Trafford, no matter who the opposition is, you expect to win this game. And I understand that Højlund's out, and Shaw's out, and Lissandro's out, and injuries are an issue. But Fulham didn't have Paulinho in their game. That's one of their biggest midfielders. That's one of their main men. And we're having a failure from Arsenal, it will be, showing us up at Old Trafford. It feels disrespectful. And the manager, as much as I have my faith in him, that has to be a better result at Old Trafford. And not just a result, but a better performance. I mean, the whole first half was shit. That's all it was. I don't think we had a shot on target. So, in that starting 11, when a young kid, Forsen, gets a start, and then we have people like Marcus Rashford, 26, 27, whatever he is, who has so much experience in the Premier League. Then you have Bruno Fernandes, which half the fans love him, half the fans hate him. Where do you stand on this team? Where do you stand on this manager? And I know it's a bit reactionary to think that, the season's over, but it definitely feels like it. It feels like top 4 is gone, and it feels like whatever we were building towards is all of a sudden again just in the ashes.
I wouldn't go that far. One result. Obviously, we're getting to the sharp point of the season. Villa won today, we lost, so then we're back to 5 points before?
Yeah.
So we're now 8 points behind. I've got money on it, so I really hope the top 4 is still on. But that gives me $2,000. But basically, you have to kind of look at you can look at the result in isolation, but you can also look at it as being like this. The result today summarises how we've been this season. Like you say, so many false dawns. I think the way, if we look at it from like a positive point of view, we need to look at the reaction in the next game. But if we're focusing on the game today, it's just, we had the momentum. Like you just said, we won the 5 games leading into this. Fulham, they said Fulham haven't won away from home all season.
Yeah.
How
terrible form all.
Let them win at Old Trafford, and also to win it in Fergie time at the end, like
embarrassing.
I'm devastated. How the fucking players aren't on their knees, fucking crawling off that pitch. They should be dragging their leg. They should be absolutely. I don't get it. They just went through the motions today. With regards to the manager, ultimately you can say that the manager is the one that sets the team up, sets the training schedules, and he should be the one inspiring the team. When you're at home at Old Trafford in front of all of our fans, they should be walking out there fucking chest pumped out, ready to do the business. We should be turning Fulham over fucking 2, 3, 4-0, whatever you like. It's not easy, but you just outwork them. We have the talent in our squad to be better than them. It's a fact. We are better than Fulham. So how the fuck do we let them beat us at Old Trafford today? But if it wasn't for the managers, obviously, right, Fergie is where it stopped, and the last 10 years or so, the managers that we've had, there comes a point where you can't keep blaming the managers, right? You look at the quality of the managers we've had, Moyes, Van Gaal, Mourinho. Okay, Solskjaer wasn't experienced, but Solskjaer probably done the best job out of any of them. And then, Ten Hag has the credentials as well. Like, there comes a point where you have to look at the players. The manager can only do so much. He can't play the game for them. But you look at like Rashford as a prime example of someone this season who it's just his demeanor, it's his body language. Half the time he just doesn't look like he wants to be playing. He looks like he can't be asked. He's just fucking he looks lethargic. He's just got that passion is gone. From when he burst onto the scene, he's been very good. Last couple of years he's been a little bit inconsistent. Last year very good. Season before that a bit hit and miss. But he's come through the academy. He's Manchester born and bred. He should be the one out there, fucking rolling the sleeves up, getting the troops together, rallying the team. When we're 1-0 down to Fulham at home,
he needs to take more responsibility. And a lot of people say still to this point, you hear sometimes the media, sometimes fans saying, oh, it's not. He needs to take that responsibility now. He needs to be the person who's playing a role in the team that is a leadership role. When you have such young players playing next to him with Garnacho, Højlund, Ahmad, Anthony. I mean, Rashford's got way more experience than all of these players. He needs to be the one who, like you said, roll up your sleeves, put your head down, and run. At least put in more effort than the team that's coming away from home. That's the least that every single Manchester United fan expects of the team. Is every single player that's starting from United needs to be putting their best foot forward and putting in a performance where they're giving their 100%. And extremely disappointing when a result like that takes place, but more than that, a performance like that takes place at Old Trafford. And to another point, and I think this will take kind of the conversation in a different direction, but we have a fan all the way from the United States that went to watch that game at Old Trafford over the weekend.
Yeah.
He spent a couple grand on flying out there to a home game against a bottom of the league team, expecting to hopefully see a good game and a good effort, and at least have the experience of maybe a late comeback in Fergie time, or at least have a performance where you beat them comfortably. And oh my God, I cannot believe traveling all the way out there as a fan and seeing that sort of a performance and that sort of a result, and expecting, because we're out here in Indianapolis, and it's, as international fans, it's a very different thing than people who are going and watching the game at Old Trafford. We're out here at 10 a.m. watching a game, whereas it's 3 p.m. or 12 p.m.
Yeah,
so it's a different type of effort we're putting in, and we want these players to show and reflect what it means to support this club and to play for this club.
Yeah, I mean, your point also resonates with the people in England. It's one thing for us here, whether you're American, British, or whoever you are. If we want to go and watch a game at Old Trafford, it costs thousands of dollars. But
100%.
Even in Manchester, the bread and butter of our supporter base are the guys and girls that go out to work, day in, day out. They fucking save their money to go to Old Trafford at the weekend to watch Man United, and it's not cheap. You've been yourself. Tickets aren't cheap to go and watch the Premier League.
Yeah.
So to go there, and your week is built around the
team
to the game on Saturday. You work your week, you get to Friday, like, fuck me, I'm going to Old Trafford tomorrow to watch Man United. This is going to be fucking awesome. And to go there and watch that performance so flat, I mean,
no danger. There's nothing to fear.
We're sat in Indy in the pub, we can have a beer, and it's really fucking shit. But to go there, spend your hard-earned money and watch that, it's just
disappointing.
Dreadful. And like you said, with Rashford, he's got so much. He's still really young, but he's got the experience. He's been in the big games in the Champions League. He's done it. We know he can do it, and that's the thing that's so disappointing. He is letting himself down and the team down because he's not the one out there. He's walking off the pitch. He should be like on the floor. At the end of the game, he can't give any more. If it's one thing to lose against Fulham and have outworked them, you can be an unlucky.
It's not an unlucky result. They deserve that result.
No, exactly.
It sucks to say it, but they did.
There's a reason why it's only happened once. Arsenal Invincibles can go through the season without unbeaten. Like, it's fucking hard to do. It doesn't happen. So you have to be pragmatic about it. Losses happen. You can't win them all. It doesn't make it any easier to take, but you can't win them all. But to lose them in that fashion is just fucking dreadful.
100% agree with you, Adam. It is. It's hard to put it into words what it feels like to all of the fans, and I'm sure the players feel it too. I really do, because I can understand what it feels like to be a Manchester United player and have all that hatred and all that. All those people looking at you every week and the spotlight's on you, but that's what it is like to be a Manchester United player, and these players have to step up to that. And I guess my last question to you is, next game is Wednesday against Nottingham Forest, FA Cup, our last chance at a trophy. Top four looks bleak, and FA Cup, honestly, with the teams in it, I'm not confident going into a Forest home game and coming out with a win. What are your thoughts on that game? What do you expect? Do you expect a great reaction? Give me your honest thoughts.
I mean, call me stupid, but I go into every Man United game thinking that we're going to win. Regardless of how well we're playing, my mindset is, we're Manchester United. There's no reason why we can't beat anyone on the fucking planet. Regardless of how well we're playing, how bad we're playing, we go into every game. We are that kind of club. We should be beating anyone. It doesn't matter whether we're playing City, Munich, Madrid. Yes, there's times when we aren't performing as well, but we always have the ability to draw on our fan base and win these games. So honestly, going into this Forest game, we should be turned over easy. Amy's going to hate me because she's from Nottingham, so she's like a bit of a Forest fan, so she'll be betting against United. But there should be no reason, despite the result today. And this is what we were saying about earlier. In terms of a reaction, going into an FA Cup game against Forest, they should go into that game. We should absolutely annihilate them. We need to win that game 4-5-0. Put a statement out there to say, that game against Fulham, that was a one-off. The manager needs to tear into them tomorrow, show them how bad they were, and say, I want a reaction. Whether he needs to drop whoever he feels hasn't performed, and give anyone else a chance. I know we spoke about injuries earlier, but with Manchester United, we've got a big squad. Whether it's the guys that are on the bench or the guys coming through the academy, we can't use injuries as an excuse against fucking Fulham. No disrespect to Fulham again, but we're better than Man United. We can't say, we've got 4 or 5 players injured. That's part of the fucking game. Everyone's got injuries. You just have to deal with them, and you have to set your team up and have the players that are on the bench or in the academy. They need to be primed and ready. It's the next man up mentality. One person goes down, doesn't matter who fills in for them, but they just need to be ready and step up and play like we expect Man United players to play.
Step up and take your chance. These chances don't come too often, and you're right. This is the time of the season where there's chances for the younger players to step up and make a name for themselves. And this is what Manchester United is known for, to be honest, is developing those extremely young players and bringing them into the squad when we need them, and we need to rely on the academy. So I hope that happens. And Adam, thank you so much for giving us your thoughts. I hope you come and enjoy being out at the pub and coming and enjoying the games with us. I know this season has been tough to come out and support every single game, but we appreciate the support. And top 4 is looking extremely bleak, but we can only hope that we achieve it, because it's extremely important for how the transfer market goes this summer, and also for how the next year is looking out to be. So thank you again, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice one. Cheers.
Cheers.